Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We will from group 4. Let me introduce myself. I am Selbeni Nekta, NPM 27 as moderator, and from Anissa Pratiwi, NPM 09. Okay, we will present the material elements of curriculum. The first material will be explained by Anissa Pratiwi. Time is yours.
Okay, I will explain about the curriculum elements. The curriculum is a set of plans and arrangements regarding the objective, content, and material of the lesson and the way in which they are used as guideline for the organization of learning activities to achieve certain educational objective. According to Tyler, as part of a comprehensive theory of organization, it is important to indicate what element of the curriculum will serve satisfactorily as organization elements. Proper coordination of curriculum elements will ensure the success of the curriculum. There is not consensus among experts on the element of the curriculum, but the four most common points of view on the issue are objective, content or subject matter, learning, method and experience, and evaluation. The four basic elements of the curriculum are important and interrelated with each other. Goals and objectives can be simplified into what to do. The subject matter or content is what topic will be included. The learning experience is what teaching strategies, research, and activity will be used, while curriculum evaluation is what method and instrument will be used to assess curriculum outcomes. Next, curriculum objective. The curriculum aim, goals, and objectives spell out what is to be done. It tries to chapter what goals are to be achieved, the vision, the philosophy, and the mission statement and objective. Further, it clearly defines the purpose and what the curriculum is to be acted upon and try what to drive at. In other words, goals and objectives define what students are expected to learn and achieve during their education journey. Goals are broad overarching aspiration, while objectives are specific, measurable, and time-bound milestones that align with their goals. Clear goals and objectives give direction to the teaching and learning process. Goal and objectives serve as a guide for educators in designing lesson plan and assessing student progress. For example, a science curriculum might aim to develop critical thinking skill as a goal, while a goal might specify that students should analyze and interpret experimental data by the end of the semester. There are four main factors that influence the formulation of curriculum goals. They are society, knowledge, learner, learning process. All of their factors are to be considered while selecting and formulating the curriculum objective. Next, content or subject matter. The second element is the curriculum content. The curriculum content contains information that will be learned in school. The school content in the element or media used to achieve the objective. Content refers to the subject matter, knowledge, and skill that students are expected to learn. Content includes fact, concept, theory, and procedure across disciplines. The curriculum content must ensure that the curriculum objectives are met properly. Content is at the core of the curriculum and reflects cultural, social, and academic priorities. Content should be relevant, current, and challenging. For example, a story curriculum might focus on significant event, cultural milestone, and critical thinking about history source. The selection of content must also be in harmony with the developmental stage and need of the learning. One of the important considerations is the selection of content for a subject. At the time of subject matter selection, the following factors are to be kept in mind. 1. Available source and resources. 2. The mind of the society. 3. International needs. 4. Level and age of the learner or student. 5. Methods of content organization. 6. Number of course offered. 7. Quantity and qualification of teaching staff. 8. Scope of subject matter. 9. System of examination. And 10. Type of society and culture. In organizing the learning content, balance, articulation, sequence, integration, and continuity of the subject matter to develop a sound content. That's all the explanation for me. Thank you. Next will be explained by Salbeni.
Okay, the next material I will be explained. Learning experiences. The third element is the teaching strategies and methods or learning experiences adopted by the teacher during learning. This element is related to the teaching and learning process, including teaching methodology and learning experiences both inside and outside this institution. Learning environment, teacher material, and student materials. Learning experiences include methods, activities, and environments where students engage with content and achieve goals. These experiences include classroom instruction, project, field trips, discussion, and hands-on activities. Effective learning experiences are interactive and student countered fostering engagement and deeper understanding. For instance, in incorporating group projects in a curriculum helps students develop collaboration and problem-solving skills. The first learning experiences also cater to different learning styles and student inclusivity and accessibility. In-house classic text on curriculum Tyler defined the term learning experiences as follows. The term a learning experiences is not the same as the content with which a charge deal nor the active performed by the teacher. The term learning experience refers to the interaction between the learner and the external condition in the environment to which he or she can reach. Learning takes place along the active behavior of the student. Tyler argued that the teacher's problem is to select learning experiences that will foster active involvement in the learning process in order to accomplish the expected learning outcomes. Tyler outlined 5 general principles in selecting learning experiences. 1. The learning experiences must give students the opportunity to practice the desired behavior. 2. The learning experiences must give the students satisfaction. Unsatisfying experiences hinder their learning. 3. The learning experiences must fit the student needs and abilities. For multiple learning experiences can achieve the same objective. Hence, a wide range of experiences is more effective for learning than a limited range. The last the learning experiences should accomplish several learning outcomes and satisfy more than one objective. Taylor 1949 ya. Curriculum evaluation refers to the process of phrasing, evaluating a curriculum. Evaluating may focus on curriculum design, including content and process. It is an implementation or outcomes in identifies the quality effectiveness of the program, process, and product of the curriculum. Curriculum evaluation is different from a student evaluation. It is a broader term being used to make judgment about the work and effectiveness of curriculum. Curriculum evaluation is also important in a sense that one could assess whether the aims and objectives have been met or not. It also shows the effectiveness of strategy of the teaching and other components. The interpretation of evaluation provides the feedback to the curriculum and its components. With the help of evaluation, past experts can modify the curriculum by bringing about desired change. Next, additional explanation. Saya akan regular evaluation ensure that the curriculum remains relevant, effective, and aligned with current educational standards. Stakeholder feedback, including from teachers, students, and parents, plays an important role in this process. For example, periodic review can identify outdated content and highlight areas that need improvement. The conclusion. The elements of the curriculum work in tandem to create a structure and meaningful education experience. From setting clear objectives to ensuring culture relevant, each component plays a vital role in shaping student intellectual, emotional, and social development. By addressing challenges, embracing flexibility, educator and policymaker can design curriculum that prepare learning for the complexities of the modern world. Okay, thank you all for your time and attention. I hope you found this presentation enlightening and that it inspires you to delve deeper into elements of curriculum. Have a great day. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.